Good morning, everyone. Paul Rupel here with Fox 29 News Now. Hope your day's off to a great start. It's Friday, the end of the work week, on August 23rd, 2019. You're looking at live at Ultimate Doppler Radar. We do have some rain moving into the area. Let's get you a quick look at conditions. Here's the Benjamin Franklin Parkway outside our, looking down towards the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Currently it's 70 degrees, the dew point is 57, so we've dropped out of those 60s and 70s. Not as sticky as it has been, and not as warm as it has been at this hour. Winds out of the north right now at 16 miles per hour, so there is a pretty good breeze out there at the moment. We'll get you a full look at weather in a little bit. First, we're going to start with some national news today. I can tell you that David Koch, the billionaire and conservative activist, has died at age 79 after fighting prostate cancer for 27 years. He and his brother Charles co-owned Koch Industries, a Kansas-based energy and chemical company, since 1983. Though David stepped down last year to his declining health, the former majority owner of Koch Industries was ranked by Forbes below brother Charles as the 11th richest person in the world. The Koch brothers built a huge conservative following that worked to mobilize voters and sway elected officials in support of libertarian-leaning economic policies. In a statement released by his brother on Friday, Charles said, quote, "It is with a heavy heart that I announce the passing of my brother David. Anyone who worked with David surely experienced his giant personality and passion for life." So breaking news there into our studios this morning. In national news, how do you stop those annoying robocalls? Some new ideas are being outlined in Washington and could have an impact. Fox's Doug Luzader had more on that this morning during his report on Good Day Philadelphia.
Could those annoying robocalls soon be a thing of the past? Let's hope so.
Please, please, I beg of you.
I get about 5 a day.
Yeah, I've been getting more recently, too. Mm-hmm. So cracking down on the calls has broad bipartisan appeal, and a new plan outlined in Washington promises to strike back. Doug, will this finally cure them all and stop them?
I'm so confident at the end of this report, I'm going to give your personal phone numbers away because I'm sure this problem is solved. Yeah, this is one of those things where there is bipartisan agreement that something needs to be done, and this is unlike any other issue that Washington confronts.
Do you cringe now when you hear this sound?
I get those like every day. I get a call from Oklahoma, 405 number. They rechange the number like every day. It's a scam.
I get them every day.
Who doesn't? Robocalls have been the top complaint to the FCC with no end in sight.
There is more that the phone companies can do to protect us and shield us from these unwanted phone calls.
Now, a major announcement from the attorneys general of every state in the nation, joining together with a dozen major phone companies to try at least to crack down on robocalls by offering free call blocking and new efforts to trace the calls. And Congress has already heard the horror stories of the scams.
My grandmother died with $69 in her bank account.
And Congress has tried to tackle this in the past with new efforts ongoing. Years ago, the Do Not Call registry sought to reduce unwanted telemarketing calls. It was popular, but it didn't work for long.
Paying the fines is basically a cost of doing business. I mean, they built it into their business plan, their business model, and I think the only way you're going to get their attention, one, is to make these penalties really hurt.
Yeah, and you know how this is like creeping into your cell phone as well. I mean, this isn't just a landline issue. The scale of this thing is difficult to even wrap your mind around. It's 5 billion phone calls a month that people get from robocalls.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
I received half of those, actually.
That's what it seems like. And I remember the do not call list, and everybody was signing up for it. I wouldn't mind if they just keep that going if they have to update it every year. That's fine. Whatever we have to do.
didn't seem like that worked for a while.
It did.
And then all of a sudden, and now they can
Now it's
spoof
a
the
glut.
numbers on the caller ID and everything, and it just doesn't matter if you're on that list now.
Doug, have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.
We won't call you, though, so don't worry.
Well, I might.
Thank you to Fox's Doug Luzader for that report. In business news, how much does a tooth fairy pay for a lost tooth? Fox Business Network's Tracy Carrasco joined us this morning to help us break it down state by state. Pennsylvania. Quick look at outside of our studios at 4th and Market Streets in Philadelphia. We'll also get you a look at the Benjamin Franklin Parkway again there while we troubleshoot some of these quick technical issues here. All right, I think we're ready for that business report. Let's get you to Tracy Carrasco's report from Good Day Philadelphia this morning.
Because we found this survey that breaks down how much the Tooth Fairy brings per state. So Tracy, take us through it.
Yes, well, let's talk about the average. According to this new Delta Dental survey, they say that the average that a tooth brings in is $3.70. That is a 43-cent decline from last year, from 2017 survey, and that's a whole dollar less than kids were paid for their teeth in 2016. 46% of parents said that what the Tooth Fairy paid out. That determined how much spare cash or change that they had in their wallets. And 31% said that the amount was determined by how old the child was. 2 out of 5 parents say that a lot of times they often paid their kids a lot more than they would have because they didn't have anything smaller in their wallet than maybe a $10 bill or a $20 bill. And as far as where kids are making the most money for their teeth, that's out west with $4.19 on average per tooth.
Well, I don't know what mom and dad have to do with it. It's all up to the Tooth Fairy. Yeah. So
That's right.
Are you saying that the Tooth Fairy, did you say that the price has come down over the last year?
That's correct.
Huh.
The Tooth Fairy, maybe times are tough for the Tooth Fairy. So yes.
The Tooth Fairy has, a lot of teeth.
Well, the Tooth Fairy, I think, was the first one that told me about the possible recession.
Oh.
And then he went to the president. Well,
Possibly.
And I can never tell that the Tooth Fairy is not a man or a woman. It's just a fairy,
The Tooth Fairy is both.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Is it a man or woman? Just say yes.
Tracy, thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. But the price is in Delaware if we want to get specific.
Right.
Thanks, Tracy. The average price per tooth is $4.46. In Pennsylvania, it's $3.28.
Okay.
And in New Jersey, the average price is $3.21.
So what's
going
on? All
the kids are writing this down.
In Delaware, because Pennsylvania and New Jersey, as Tracy said, that's about the average that she was talking about. Mm-hmm. But New Jersey, we're pushing toward $5.
Maybe they have better teeth in Delaware.
Well, maybe so, yeah.
And that's why they're doing that.
Weigh in on Twitter. What does the Tooth Fairy leave under your pillow? All right, we have some classroom concerns. The growing number of deadly.
All right, thanks for hanging with us during that technical difficulty, but we got you the latest on the Tooth Fairies, what the Tooth Fairy is leaving for children when they're losing their baby teeth right now. Let's get you to, let's take a look at weather. We showed you the rain falling in some other parts of the area earlier. Here again is a look at ultimate Doppler radar. You can see we've got quite a bit of rain to go still back to the west and south as it moves up into our, moves across into our area. Your current temperatures. Haven't seen much green on the radar in our area in a while. 70 in Philadelphia right now. 60s to our north and mostly to our north of the city, and 70s primarily to the south. As warm as 75 in Wildwood and as cool as 63 in Mount Pocono. Only 64 in Pottstown. Northeast temperatures. You can see where that line is. Almost matches the front that's coming through. 80 in Ocean City, Maryland, 79 in Charlottesville, but 63 in Clarksburg, West Virginia, 64 in Pittsburgh. So cooler temperatures are on the way. Your national temperatures still mid 80s down along the Gulf Coast, 50s on the West Coast. But more green and yellow than we've had in a while, especially in our area. That change can be felt already today. As much as at least 11 degrees cooler at this hour in Philadelphia, 17 degrees cooler in Reading than it was this time yesterday. Meanwhile, Cape May is only 3 degrees cooler as the cool temperatures have yet to arrive there. Your wind speeds, currently 14 miles per hour in Philadelphia. Calm some places to the north, but a little bit breezy to our south. 16 miles per hour in Millville, 15 miles per hour in Atlantic City, 13 miles an hour in Dover. Your wind gusts, we are getting some as high as 22 in Millville, 23 miles per hour in Atlantic City, 16 miles per hour in Wrightstown. Those winds coming out of the north. Visibility, not too bad. Where we did see that rain falling in Reading, it's only 7 miles. Same Pottstown, 8 miles, but pretty good across the area elsewhere. Satellite showing that cloud cover coming through with that front. Here comes your Fox Futurecast showing the rain sliding through our area and then clearing and a little bit of high pressure moving in behind it. That's going to make for a very nice weekend. Calling today an 8 on our forecast by the numbers. Some leftover showers as they slide across the map. 78 for a high, breaking our heat wave. Saturday, tomorrow, sunny and dry, 80 degrees for a high, 64 for an overnight low, so not too bad in terms of sleeping weather. We're going to call the day a 10 on our forecast by the numbers, a perfect 10. Ditto for Sunday, sunny and breezy, 77 for a high. Monday, partly sunny, 76. A bit warmer Tuesday at 82. We're back into the mid-80s on Wednesday with a storm chance, high of 85. And Thursday, sunny and warmer, 87. So we're going to be climbing that ladder in terms of temperatures from Monday on into the work week next week as we approach the Labor Day weekend. And remember, you can get your forecast anytime. Download the Fox 29 Weather Authority app on the Apple iTunes and Google Play stores. Get current conditions, get the hourly forecast, get notifications for severe weather alerts based on your location. Just download it and enjoy. You can see Susario's latest forecast from this morning and more. All right, let's get you to some local news from this morning. Crews responded to the scene of a crash involving 2 vehicles this morning in Berlin, New Jersey. Police now tell us 1 person has died and 4 people are hurt. This happened on Berlin Cross Keys Road. Fox 29 Sabina Kriakos has more in this report from Winslow Township this morning.
One person confirmed dead as a result of this crash on Cross Keys Road here in Winslow Township. It happened just before 6 o'clock this morning. You can see that it was an NJ Transit Access Link paratransit bus involved in this crash along with an SUV. Investigators right now remain on the scene trying to figure out exactly what happened. Now, it looks like this was a head-on collision, and when it happened, the bus was on one side of the center line, the SUV was on the other line. So investigators still trying to piece together exactly what happened, but we can confirm that 1 person has died as a result of their injuries sustained in this crash. Now, 5 people in total were injured. The 2 drivers, 1 passenger on the transit bus, wheelchair-bound passenger, and then 2 passengers in the SUV. It's unclear yet which passenger or driver is the one who succumbed to his or her injuries. But again, this all happened very early this morning. Snarling traffic during the early morning commute here on Cross Keys Road. Investigators remaining on the scene, and we're told that the road will be closed for much of the morning, if not much of the day. For now, we are in Winslow Township, Camden County. Sabina Kriakos, Fox 29 News. Back to you.
Thank you to Sabina for that report. Today is move-in day at Westchester University, and our Bill Anderson was there this morning as students were setting up their new homes for the school year. Here is Bill's report from Good Day this morning.
You mean it's going to get hot again, Trent? That's what that means? Yes. It's expected. At least we'll have a nice reprieve. Okay, just named one of the best college values by Money Magazine, Westchester University is getting ready to welcome the class of 2023. So Bill Anderson is on campus. Are you helping move some boxes and getting things going?
I don't know how many boxes I'm helping move or what I'm getting going, but I am feeling old as I walk around and meet students and realize how long ago it was that I actually experienced move-in day. We're at Westchester. We're seeing the students who have no idea how much life is about to change. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
And you are?
Lauren.
And you are?
Bryn.
Now, you guys are roommates now.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know each other before this?
No.
Because you seem like you walked in together, like it's all cool, you're fast
Yeah.
friends. What's this like so far?
So exciting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ventnor, New Jersey, South Jersey.
And you?
I'm from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Okay. So how'd you guys get so cool so fast?
I don't know. We just texted a lot.
You look like you weren't sure that you're actually that cool. So you were talking to each other before.
Yeah, we were talking. Yep.
All right, your parents aren't watching, I hope. Right here. Oh, Dad's right here? So I can't ask them what's the first thing they're going to do once Dad leaves? All right, so Dad, you stay over there. Yep. What's the first thing we're going to do when Dad leaves? And don't tell the RA.
I don't really know.
You should be concerned. All right, thanks, guys. We're going to come down and see the whole process of everyone moving in. We've been meeting folks as they come in and get settled, guys. It is a whole new experience. Let's see. I don't remember having this much help. Where are we going? We're coming in. You cool with being on live TV?
Yeah, that's fine.
You're good with that? All right, man. Tell me your name.
Kyrie Forrest.
And where are you from?
Philadelphia.
What's it like getting in, getting settled?
Nerve-wracking.
Really? Why?
It's a new experience. You're just moving out of home and everything.
Where's the family?
They're still moving stuff in.
Oh, so they're here?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, because I don't remember when I moved into school having this many people helping me. So are they at least helping you get settled?
Yeah, they're not leaving until I'm settled in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are you nervous because we're on TV, or are you nervous because you're settling into college?
A little bit of both.
All right, what's the first thing that happens when you get in, get settled, parents get out of here?
Oof. I don't even know yet.
Why is everybody having such a hard time answering
because
that question?
it's just like, what do you do? It's new. You don't know what you want to do first. It's just so much that you can do.
All right, so you've experienced the campus. It's all good. You're enjoying things out here.
I love it here. I love the campus. It's beautiful.
And you met your roommate?
Yeah.
Okay. This seems like a small space. You guys gonna be all right living in this?
We'll be fine.
All right, guys, we're gonna keep walking. Let's see who else we can find to mess with as we make our ways down the hall here. So everyone's getting settled. I wanted to try and talk to that dad. Where did he go? You guys just moving in? Yeah. Congratulations. Why you got on a Temple Owls shirt? We're out here in Westchester. Are we going into more rooms? We're not waiting for the elevator. So you guys are all helping move in, or you're moving in?
We are helping to move in.
You're helping to move in. So you're a student here as well?
Yes.
Okay. I don't recall having this much help when I went to school. You guys always help people move into the rooms and get settled?
I have helped since sophomore year. So sophomore, junior, and senior year for me, I've been a volunteer to help move in.
What is the thing that the people moving in today don't know that they're getting themselves into?
I just think that there's a lot of changes that are going to be happening, and it's just part of the process of going to college and learning more about yourself, and they have a long road ahead of them, so.
But it's all good.
All good things.
You're excited to have them.
Oh, absolutely. It's always fun to see freshmen on campus, finding their way, and just watching them grow.
Sounds good. Just watching them grow. All right, we're going to talk to one more person. We have time, because where's the RA? We were talking to the RA. All right, we're not going to talk to you, but we want everybody to see the RA so parents know this is the person you call if there's any trouble. Guys, move-in day here at Westchester University. It's fun, it's nerve-wracking, and yes, once again, I'm
clipped the end of Bill's report there, but thank you to him for joining us from Westchester University, where it's move-in day. As you heard, some students excited, some students a little anxious. This is another conversation from Good Day this morning. There are some classroom concerns as schools start back up again. The growing number of deadly school shootings has some parents worried. We brought in local school leaders to explain how they plan to keep our kids safe. Here is the conversation from Good Day this morning.
Thank you. 7:30 now.
So as parents, as we're getting ready to send our kids back to schools, it can be really scary. These are really tense times. We've had so many recent shootings, mass shootings, leaving our students and our communities and our parents very much on edge. And over the last few days, just recently, we've reported on 3 incidents of school threats. Let's get to Florida. We have a 16-year-old girl accused of posting a threat in a group chat targeting a Catholic school. There was a 15-year-old boy who threatened to shoot up his school. We did that one on a video chat. You can see that arrest. His mom's like, oh, he's just a boy. And the police like, we got to take him in. And then we have a 15-year-old in California accused of putting a picture of from Walmart of a gun case with some notes on Instagram up there. That person also taken into custody. So with all of that in mind, as we are getting ready, we want to talk about safety right now. So we brought in 3 experts on this one. We have Jason Harris, the superintendent of the Morrisville School District in Bucks County. Katrina McCombs, the superintendent over at Camden. Thank you very much. And we have Omar, who's got the biggest high school in all of Philadelphia Northeast. Omar Crowder, thank you so much for joining us, all of you.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, let's get to this. Well, one of our lead stories today is what's going on at Morrisville High School.
Yes.
And the fact that you've you may have lost your resource security officer. Contract ran out, apparently. I know there's probably some legal stuff going on here that you can't talk about. When do you think you'll have that resource officer back at the school?
Well, we'll have the resource officer until the 20th of September, and it's my hope that we can work things out with council and the board. The board hasn't discussed it yet. We have a meeting Wednesday, so we'll be talking about it Wednesday.
You would be shocked, though, if you don't have a resource officer on September 21st.
I would be surprised.
Surprised?
I'd be surprised.
I mean, the police chief certainly wants it, and the community wants it, and
Is this money?
It's important. It's an important resource that we have for our community, and we were talking about it in the green room. It's not just about your safety and security. It's about the relationship that the police officer has with the community, and we all nod and agree that it's a really important piece of connecting our safety to the human side of our conversation.
And you can't get it down just to one person, but I can't imagine any parent feeling very comfortable on September 21st if that person's not there, the resource officer.
We've had some calls.
I bet you have. Do you all have metal detectors?
Yes.
You have it?
We do.
You have
Yes,
it?
we
You have
We
it?
do not.
You do not, and why not?
It's just not a priority for our district. It's just, our district is smaller, and I would say that in a former school district that I worked in, it was a priority. One of the things that we also talked about was that we have different resources and different priorities to make sure our kids are safe.
So what are you having there in Bucks County? What are the priorities that you would say?
So our priorities are secure vestibules, visitor management systems. We have a Raptor system where it scans your license and lets people know if there's a sexual offender or something like that.
Camden, metal detectors.
Yes, we
obviously
do have metal detectors.
Because you want to detect somebody with a firearm.
Absolutely.
And that's
or any weapon that could come into the building that would cause harm
the
or
parents,
cause harm.
Did they want that?
So we've had metal detectors in the district for quite some time. We haven't had parents who have been in disagreement with having metal detectors because overall we want to make sure that there's no harm or threat that comes from the external into the community.
Why at Northeast High, metal detectors?
So starting the school year, 100% of high schools will have metal detectors in the city of Philadelphia, or I should say Philadelphia Public Schools. It varies by charter school, but that's our standard practice.
Okay.
What do you think makes the biggest difference? We do all the initial hardening, but some of the stuff today we say we have to be proactive. Yeah. What are you doing over there at Northeast?
Absolutely. So at Northeast High School, we've put significant investments in restorative practice training for our staff. The school district is really moving towards training our staff in trauma-informed practices, really trying to identify root causes for issues or needs that students have early before situations arise.
How do you gather credible information that there's a real threat? And here you go, you probably all went to school to be teachers, or something like that, and now here you're trying to figure out the psychology of a student. How do you go about that?
Well, the state actually has a system called the Safe to Say tip line, and that's for the state of Pennsylvania, which allows an anonymous tipster to provide information that gets vetted by the Attorney General, and then it's sent to not only the district personnel but the local law enforcement.
We have a similar system in New Jersey as well, but I would say it's for me, it's based in that being prepared is based in a strong relationship that we have with the chief of police in the city and also the deputy chief, so that we are in constant communication.
What happens in the first week of school? The kids are all there, you have a big assembly. Well, we want to keep you safe, but here are all the things that could happen that are going to be
and
bad.
The drills.
Yeah, and drill after drill.
Lockdown drills.
Well, so we practice like we never have to use it. You always want to be prepared, and whether it's an active threat, an active shooter inside or outside, if a student has a medical issue, the worst one is if a student is having a medical issue and we need to cordon off a section of the building. That's just as important as an inside or an outside threat, because protecting the dignity to that student in the hallway to make sure that they get the care and concern address that they need. We need to make sure that we're prepared instead of having this Chinese fire drill.
With all of this as a parent, it's some of the hardening of the schools is hard for me to take because I feel like I have a little dude going to kindergarten, and when you first have a lockdown drill the first week of school, and you tell my little child at 5 and 6, there could be somebody with a gun that comes to school. It hurts my heart, and I don't know what to do about that. Doesn't that create trauma?
It's something that It could, but I think it's in the approach. So I'm a former director of early childhood education, and even at the preschool levels, we want our children to be prepared for any type of emergency that may come. The way to take the trauma or the fear out of it, which can be disturbing, is to make sure that we're training them in developmentally appropriate ways. So we know their procedures, we know their expectations, we're mandated to perform drills. However, it's the way in which the teacher is able to talk to the students, prepare them. We have literature that's based in safety that we can share with students at story time so that it's developmentally appropriate for the different age groups.
But for a 5-year-old, right, 5 and 6 years old, it would be scary. It will scare them. But then, if something happened and you didn't put them through a drill,
well, you're going to have a very different conversation with a 5-year-old than a 17-year-old.
That's right.
Yeah. And I'll echo her sentiment that if I have the scary conversation with a 5-year-old, they're traumatized for life.
Yeah.
You know, but we were always taught don't talk to strangers. Right? And then sometimes the stranger is your best friend. So we need to have what is appropriate.
Yeah.
What's the appropriate response?
Oh, I've got to break. Real quickly, bulletproof backpacks are being sold around America. What do you believe in them?
No.
No.
No. No.
Superintendent?
So no, I don't believe in them as a standard practice or policy for a district.
I would not put my children in a bulletproof backpack.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it a lot, and that's a decision I came to. I just don't want to have that kind of messaging.
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We really appreciate your
You're
time.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck this year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you to our guests joining us this morning for that segment. Again, they were Jason Harris, the superintendent of Morrisville School District in Bucks County, Katrina McCombs, the superintendent of Camden City School District in Camden County, New Jersey, and Omar Crowder, principal of the largest high school in the school district of Philadelphia, Northeast High School. All right, let's move on to some other local news this morning. New developments in the plane crash that killed a local family earlier this month in Montgomery County. The NTSB has released its preliminary report saying the plane crashed shortly after taking off from Northeast Philadelphia Airport. The pilot's flight plan detailed a refueling stop in Columbus, Ohio, with a final destination of St. Louis, Missouri. The plane went down in Upper Moreland, killing Jasper Karana, his wife Divya, and their 19-year-old daughter, Kieran. In New Jersey, a Burlington County man is charged with possession of child pornography. Police say they began investigating Jeffrey McGuigan of Medford Lakes earlier this year. Their investigation showed he used online search engines to find child porn, police said. He was taken into custody Wednesday after police executed a search warrant on his home. They took several electronic devices from his house for further investigation. In Delaware County, Pennsylvania, new parking meters along a Chester City street are bringing in money for the city, but taking away business from a lot of local places. That's according to some of the merchants in the area. A bakery says its customers are not coming in since it costs 50 cents just to park for 15 minutes. And they can't afford to get the pricey tickets being handed out if they don't feed the meter.
I mean, they're out there, it almost seems as if they just walk around this block and issue tickets to my customers.
It's going to help Chester, but I'm not sure if it helped me because I might get a ticket.
8 minutes for a quarter, you ripping people off, and you really think you're doing something. I mean, then you wonder why the situations are like they are. You're not going to put your foot on a person when they're down. You don't do that.
The city of Chester says it increased the amount of time 50 cents gets people from 15 minutes to half an hour.
Like it's a 10-year contract, and I think they get like 10 or 15.
Thieves are distracting shoppers to swipe their wallets. It's happened already in Montgomery and Chester counties. Now police are urging everyone to be careful. Abington police say it happened twice on the same day earlier this month at this Whole Foods in Rydell. A man stole an elderly woman's purse when she looked away, and a couple distracted a shopper while the woman stole another elderly shopper's purse. The suspects then tried to use the stolen cards at a local Target.
Before I leave a store, I always make sure my wallet's in my bag because I've, walked away, put it down, wait what I'm paying, and turn around and it's gone.
I do sometimes put it in my purse and the cart and turn around and think, oh boy, I shouldn't have done that.
Police in Tredyffrin Township, Chester County say the same thing happened to a shopper at Trader Joe's. Always keep your purses and wallets closed and stay alert. Do you recognize this 15-passenger van? A family is desperate to find it after they say someone stole it. The family of 12 with 10 kids say the van is their lifeline. It's the only vehicle big enough to fit everyone. The Finnegan family in Mount Airy says someone stole the van in the overnight hours from their driveway on the 8300 block of Mansfield Avenue. Family says not having their van is not only frustrating, but it's also creating a financial hardship. News about the theft spread on Facebook. Claire Finnegan is hoping someone spots it because the van has distinct details.
It has huge mag tires, mag wheels, but then also on the passenger side, some little person put blue fingerprints on the passenger side front door.
Friends of the family have set up a GoFundMe page, which we have posted on our website if you'd like to donate. If you recognize the van, please contact the Philadelphia Police Department. And last night, a record 6,000 guests made their way to Kelly Drive for the annual dinner en blanc. It's the 8th year for the pop-up party and dinner, and this time it was a boathouse parade. Our Alex Holly and Mike Jarrett were there. The idea originated in Paris as a way to bring people together over food in a public space. The attendees don't find out the location until an hour before the event starts. The cast will take receptions at the Navy Yard, the Yard Museum, and Franklin Square. This is one hot story on Fox29.com right now. Did you hear about this cat? He's 26 pounds and up for adoption. We'll make him yours. Here he was on Good Day Philadelphia this morning, visiting our set.
His name is BJ, and he's out here from the Morris Animal Refuge, a group we love, absolutely love.
And after this picture was put out on Twitter, so many people are like, oh my goodness, look at that cat. So we want to get to Emmy, who's with the Morris Animal Refuge, head of the development team. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, where did you get BJ?
So BJ was brought in by his previous owners who just didn't have the means to care for him anymore.
Okay.
So they brought him to us so we could help find him a new home.
That's because their food budget was $6,000 a week, apparently. Now, is it a special breed of cat?
Not that we know of. To our knowledge, he's just a regular house tabby cat.
He's just a tabby.
So he just does he have a big appetite? Is that what happened?
He definitely has a big appetite, but he's just a big bone cat. You can tell, like, when you look at him, he's not just overweight, he's a big cat.
That's what I was going to say. It's not so much overfeeding. Well, I'm not a vet. So you're not a vet, are you?
No, no.
But vets do watch this show. How much does he weigh?
He weighs 26 pounds, which is definitely a little overweight for his size, but...
Give me something to play with.
Do we have like
Find
something we
anything.
can say?
So 26 pounds.
26 pounds, almost 27.
He's 2 years old. Do you know what a normal tabby would weigh at this point?
I'd say our cats typically weigh anywhere from like 10 to 15 pounds. It can really vary, though. Every animal has
Are you
a different
suggesting,
size.
are vets that you work with suggesting that he put on a diet or anything?
Yeah, he would definitely benefit from a diet and some exercise just to get him.
That's not the most playful thing to
No,
get.
it's a towel here. Hey, look.
I'm sorry.
He's
He
like,
would
I'm not
definitely benefit from some diet and exercise. And, you know, once somebody adopts them, they can get information from their vet about what really would be the best thing for them, him.
Is he active around the refuge at all?
No, he's a
there
pretty
we
chill
go.
cat. He kind of hangs out with us like this, and he's only been with us for a few days. This is really, we're still getting to know him.
He seems like me, you know. I see some orange thing dangling in front of my face, but I don't bother to get off the couch.
Right.
Some boa, somebody dangling a boa in front of me, and I just lay on the couch.
Now, we've already had people tweeting us like, oh, is he available now? Can I adopt him right this minute? They're falling in love with him.
Sure, so he'll be available in the next few days. We still want to make sure our vet gets a really thorough check of him to make sure that we know everything we can about his medical history and give the adopters all the information we're possibly able to.
How do we get a hold of you then?
You can give us a call, or I would say go to our website, but our website actually crashed from all of the activity around
really?
Mr. B.
From Mr. B?
Yeah, but you can always email us at info@morrisanimalrefuge.org, or check out any of our social media sites. We always have people responding on there.
Now, I don't want to disturb him, but I feel like you can really tell how big Mr. B is when you lift him up. Do you mind? Because that's what, in the picture, that's what went everywhere.
He almost looks like a bobcat.
He probably doesn't. No, look at this. Oh, wait.
There you go.
Look at that.
Now,
yeah, now you can tell how big Mr.
Stand
B is.
up,
Oh, Mike
Alice.
thinks that Mr. B might be bigger than me. No, I've got him beat.
Well, not by much. And his feet work.
Hi, Mr. B. Look at this. Smile for the camera, right there. Oh, you want to look at me? Okay, that's fine. That's fine, too.
We're zooming in. That's
going to be the Christmas card.
3 cool cats right there.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing them in.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Will you let us know when he gets
Absolutely.
adopted?
We can definitely let you know.
And maybe we can,
Mr. B's on the run.
Okay.
Oh, he wants to go back and sit. He wants to chill.
All right.
I don't blame him.
So, again, how do we get a hold of you real quickly?
Email us at info@morrisanimalrefuge.org, or check out any of our social media sites. We can always respond there.
Okay. Coming up, if you like to laugh, has anybody seen Tommy Davidson?
Oh, Mr. B.
Mr. B's gone.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, we got the cat on the loose.
He's gone.
Hold on. Oh, wow, he's down in there. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to get him out. I don't think this is it.
I've heard patting a cat. Or
Oh,
a
my
cat,
gosh.
We'll
He's like
get him.
literally
Oh,
in the
man, he
crevice
is-
behind the cat. Oh, Mike.
Oh, no.
All right. Can you lift him, Mike? Let's see.
Oh, no.
He's deep in there, man.
He's really deep.
Wait, let's see if the camera, can the camera get over there?
Oh, he's on the move.
He's on the move again.
Bob?
He's on the move.
No, Bob, he's over
way?
here. Here, give me the camera.
Oh, my goodness.
There he is.
Oh, wow.
He's lodged.
Yeah. He found a nice spot to hide. Well, maybe he wants to stay here.
That could be it.
Maybe he likes to be on TV. It's
You know,
kind of dark. It's kind of hard to see.
Some TV shows have
Hold on,
pets.
wait.
We could have a cat.
Let me turn on my flashlight. Can you see him now? Nope, that didn't help much.
Oh,
did
I
it?
see him.
All right.
Look at that.
We'll work on BJ and, after you watch this.
You never know what's going to happen on live television. There's BJ the cat. As we mentioned in that segment, we have more information on our website at fox29.com. He's become popular at markets all across our area as we shared this story, and 26 pounds. He can be yours. Sounds like he needs a little bit of a diet from what the folks at the animal rescue were saying. Let's get you another look at your weather forecast. 70 degrees right now, dew point's 57. I think that's down a tick from earlier when we checked. Winds out of the north at 13 miles an hour right now. There's your look at some of that heavier rain up in the northwest suburbs right now. Parts of Delaware, Chester County, it looks like, and Montgomery County, up into Bucks County. Certainly some back in Lancaster and Berks counties as well. Your current temperatures. Still 60s north of the city, 70 in the city, and 70s to the south. You can see where that frontal boundary is, basically. Lots where the green and the yellow meet. You've got 79s and 80s to the south and east of that, and 70s around the line, and some 60s back to the north and west. Mid-80s around the Gulf Coast. Also warm in the southeast, Atlanta 84, 83 over in Dallas, Texas. 79 in Raleigh, North Carolina. But 50s on the west coast. Some 60s creeping into the map, 60s and 50s. Warm in Vegas and Phoenix. Again, your temperature change from the same hour yesterday. We're down 11 degrees in Philadelphia. As much as 17 in Reading, but only 3 degrees cooler in Cape May at this hour. Wind speeds, 14 in Philadelphia. That is the peak, tying with Millville and Atlantic City at the moment. And we've got some wind gusts, 21 miles per hour in Millville, 16 in Wrightstown. Your visibility, still pretty good across the area. 7 miles in Reading, 8 in Pottstown. There's the cloud cover you see that's coming through with the rain. A look at your Fox Futurecast shows that rain sliding across the area, but then high pressure moving in behind it. And that's going to make for a nice weekend. Leftover showers today, 78, but we're calling it an 8 on our forecast by the numbers because we'll be drying out later. Saturday, sunny and dry, 80 for a high. Sunday, sunny and breezy, 77. With those overnight lows of 64, we're calling both of those days perfect 10s on our forecast by the numbers. Monday, partly sunny, 76. Tuesday, a bit warmer, 82. Wednesday, a storm chance, 85. And Thursday, sunny, warmer, 87. Live look outside our studios at 4th and Market. I want to thank you very much for joining us today on Fox 29 News Now. We're with you weekdays after Good Day Philadelphia. Try to get you out to live events if they're happening. A little bit of a quiet summer day here, Friday, at the as we're about a week from the start of the Labor Day weekend. And get you updates on the latest news that we've covered all morning on Good Day Philadelphia. Have a great rest of your Friday, a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Thanks for joining us.